Well, if you had to choose just one word to describe Jessica Smith, it would be resilient. She was born without a left hand and forearm, then at 18 months old suffered third-degree burns to 15% of her body.
At just 21, Jessica's battle with depression and eating disorders forced her into an early retirement. But the Paralympian has since turned her life around, sharing her inspiring journey of self-acceptance as an author, motivational speaker and a champion for body positivity.
Body image is such a complex term and it's often very misunderstood. You know, it's about how we think and feel about our appearance, and I would really like to start to see a shift from focusing on body, sort of like beauty and aesthetics, and opening up our realm of looking at diversity in more broader terms. So considering race, gender, sexuality, ethnicity, mental health, because all of those things impact how we think and feel about our appearance. And I think once we open the conversation and dialogue up to include those components, then we're going to start to see more profound changes.
So I started a campaign called Join the Revolution, which was a simple idea of taking a photo of yourself with a sign that said, "Join the revolution, stop hating your body." But I had no idea just how far it would go. You would see images of people standing in front of the Taj Mahal, people in New York, people such as Taria Pitt, Nick Natanui, Andrew Embley, Lane Beachley, Kirk Pengelly, the Veronicas, families, young women, men, old, it didn't matter, and all of these people wanting to get involved in this campaign. And I realised that it was no longer about me and my story, but everybody else and theirs.
A former Paralympian whose swimming career ended after a struggle with anorexia has been nominated for a Pride of Australia award.
It is very difficult to explain an eating disorder to somebody who doesn't, understand or has never had that lived experience, but I explain or describe my eating disorder as very much like my best friend, because it was a safety net. It was something that was familiar, constant, and even though it was destroying me, and even though I would cry every day after binging and purging and trying to starve myself, it was just something that I was able to hang on to when I felt like the rest of my world was sort of falling down around me, or that I wasn't able to control what was going on. And the irony of it all is feeling as though I was in control of my eating disorder when in actual fact it was in control of me.
I don't believe that we live in an equal society, and I'm doubtful that I'll see that in my lifetime, but I'm hopeful that my daughter will see it in her lifetime. I have done a lot in my life and there's been a lot of twists and turns, none of which I saw coming, but it's been my ability to embrace those changes and to embrace those challenges that have led me to where I am in my life, being the most content person that I have ever been. And so I'm very, very grateful for everything that has been thrown at me. Because it is this generation of females in particular, who have never doubted that we're equal to men. And it's us who expect, we demand to have choices in our lives. We demand to be able to make decisions about our own fertility, to choose who we love, and to be able to have the option to have a career and to succeed, but to be also able to care and nurture others in our life.
Our current culture still discriminates against women, and the only way we can create change is if we're part of that change, and we all have that responsibility.
You don't have to be the Prime Minister or a billionaire to be able to make an impact within the world. As long as you have a voice, and as long as you use that voice in a positive way, you can create social impact.